I thought while the Hobbit's out with the dogs and I'm on the range, we'll get a bit of range time in. We'll give this a whirl. This is the Gamo Hunter AS 440 or something like that. Obviously it's a Spanish made air rifle. Comes just under 20 joules, which is the legal limit here in France. We've got the Walther 4 to 12 by 56, I believe it is. Yeah, because it's slightly bigger than that one, so it's a 56. It's quite a good scope. I've never really got this zeroed in, or I've never shot it on a bench, because the recoil on this gun really throws you off target quite easily. Obviously it's a Springer, so every time you pull the trigger the spring recoils and it does jerk you about a little bit. The trigger is absolutely perfect on this. I've done some videos where we've worked on the trigger. That's really nice. We've got some of these targets down there. We'll see if we can zero the scope in properly when I've got it all set up on the bench, and see what we can do down there. So let's get some pellets through it. Oh, weather's coming in now. Hopefully we can get finished and the Hobbit can get back before it starts chucking it down with rain. These pellets have sort of oxidised. They're not that old actually. So I've been a bit higher really. Just put it that way on. No idea. I can't see it anywhere. Let's try that. Oh, I pulled that one a little bit. Pulled that one. I pulled that one again. I saw myself do that. Trouble is, I'm so used to the trigger on the BMR, the Bergara, with very little recoil. I'm all over the place with this one. Right, so I need to go up. Got some Gamo Rocket Performance ones here. See if I can hit the barn door with them. If I told you where I was aiming, you probably wouldn't believe me. These are going so far out compared to that last lot of pellets. Perhaps I ought to get some match pellets and see what difference that makes. God, yeah, they're all over the place. So with the Gamo Hunter, I was struggling to zero it in. Ignore these three, they're the Bergara BMR, and that lot there is Bergara. This lot here was me trying to zero in the Gamo Hunter. As I said, it's a spring rifle, so it has got a lot of recoil and it does jerk me all over the place. I'm used to shooting with the Bergara. I've put a lot of rounds through the Bergara. That's got a competition trigger and it is fantastic, no recoil. So when I pick up the Gamo Hunter, it's relearning again. So that was trying to get it zeroed in, hitting it on paper. Not great. So we have got a few shots here, and they're still really random. There's no tight groupings. A lot of that, as you would have seen, I can physically see myself pulling the rifle as I'm pulling the trigger. It's just, you can't squeeze the trigger on a spring air rifle. You've really got to jerk it. Even though that trigger is a really nice trigger, I've polished it all up and done a lot of work on that trigger. It's not like a 2.2 or a proper centerfire rifle. You can't just sort of squeeze the trigger. When you pull the trigger on a spring rifle, it just lets go of that spring and that's it. And it's all over the place if you're not ready for it. So yeah, I was hitting the targets, but they're a bit all over the place. But we had fun, that's the main thing. As I said, I might be looking at getting a PCP air rifle later on down the line, but I'm quite happy shooting the old Bergara BMR. I'm going to get some properly quiet rounds for that. Ely subsonics are pretty good for this rifle. I've had a few and I'll get some more so that we can have some quiet shooting. But yeah, it's all a good bit of fun. So I think what we can deduce from the Gamo Hunter is you're not going to win any Olympic competitions. Finding a decent pellet helps. I tried some of the other Gamo pellets I've got and they were all over the place. But a lot of that could be my technique. I've got used to shooting the 22 rimfire, which is no recoil, and that Bergara has got such a fantastic trigger. This, as soon as you pull that trigger, recoil is all over the place. But I do love this rifle. It's good for backyard plinking and that kind of thing. I say we're probably a bit too far away, really. You'd probably want to be about 25-30 yards. We're 50 yards, and once I've got my eye in and I've got a bit of technique, it takes a bit more practice, but I think we're due for a bit of rain. But looking at these clouds, so I'm going to call it a day. Hobbit's on the way home, so yeah, a good bit of fun, bit backyard plinking, and I like those targets because they light, you know, those day glow ones that pop out when you hit them. So I've been using the sandbags today. Thoroughly good bit of shooting, so I've got plenty to edit now, and yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and you've seen the Gamo Hunter back out on the range. It's a cracking little rifle really for what it costs. The Hobbit got me this for Christmas a couple of years ago, so I shall cherish this one, never get rid of it. I think the year after she got me the scope. But keep breaking the barrel and loading it up a single shot. It does make me sort of want to go towards a magazine fed PCP air rifle, which I'm looking at later on down the line. But for now, this one is fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.